Human, I'm back. I know it took a while, and I'm sorry for leaving you here alone for so long, but oh, they're asleep. I probably shouldn't wake them up. They really need the rest right now. Hmm. I didn't know humans slept this much. This is really interesting. I mean, I sleep too, but not nearly as much as them. I should probably make something soft so they can sleep on it. I can't imagine how uncomfortable it must be to sleep on the hard, rocky cave floor. Oh, gosh, they're so adorable. It's melting my heart. They're just sleeping there peacefully without a care in the world. I could probably stare at them for hours. I wish I could join them. I just want to lay down beside them and forget the world for a few hours. But I am busy right now. Maybe some other time. I have to prepare some food for them. Poor thing, they're probably starving right now. But luckily for them, I managed to catch some delicious tuna. And I also harvested some delicious wakame plants. It's going to be delicious. I'm so excited to sit down with them and have a proper meal. Mm, mm. Human, human, wake up, human. I made some delicious tuna for you. Come on. Good morning, sleepyhead. You're finally awake. Or, well, I guess it's right night now, not morning. Yeah, you slept through almost the entire day. But while you were sleeping, I finally made something to eat. What I made? Well, earlier today, while you were sleeping, I caught some tuna, which I drained of blood, watered down to get rid of the bacteria, and then dried up. Then I harvested some wakame plants, which I just dried for a bit, and now we have some delicious tuna with wakame, just like my grandma used to make. Of course it's safe to eat, I already told you. I watered it down to kill any bacteria and parasites. Then I hang it up to dry just to be extra sure. I wouldn't feed you this unless I was entirely sure that it was safe to eat. Yes, I am 100% sure that it is safe. I mean, I have been eating this my entire life, and I have never been made sick by it. Here, just take a bite, please. So, how was it? You liked it? I'm very glad to hear that, human. What a relief. I spent so much time on it, and I was scared that you wouldn't like it. You're welcome, human. It's good to finally sit down and have a meal with you. I've been looking forward to this. Hmm? Why are you making that face? Is everything all right? Human, you don't have to hide your emotions from me. If something is wrong, you can just tell me. Is it the food? Do you actually like it? It's not the food. What is it? You feel as I'm doing all the work. Well, you're not a burden to me. Don't think like that. You'll never become a burden. Yes, you spent most of the day sleeping, but you needed rest. Don't forget that you have a giant wound on your arm. You need to recover and heal. If I made you do chores for me, then at the best recovering process would take longer, and at worst, it would worsen your wound. Also, you're my guest, and it would be rude of me to make you do chores for me. Listen, you will never become a burden to me. You're useful to me, and I care about you. And yes, I really do mean that. You see, I've been alone for such a long time now, and just having someone around, someone I can talk to, someone I can laugh with, that means so much to me. The oceans are so big and so dark, and swimming around in that darkness alone for years upon years is really scary. It felt as the darkness only grew and grew slowly over time, and I used to have a fear that one day the darkness would engulf everything around me and I would be trapped there, doomed to a life where I would die old and alone on the ocean floor with no one around to grieve my death. But when you woke up today, I found out you were alive, and my heart just became filled with joy, and the darkness went away almost instantly, just knowing that I wasn't alone, at least for some time. It was a huge relief. So, human, you are very useful to me. You light my day up and give me a feeling of happiness that I haven't felt in many years. It's all right. You don't have to say anything if you struggle to respond. I just wanted you to know that you aren't useless and you're far from a burden on me. You're welcome, human. My past? You wish to know more about it? Well, I was born around 23 years ago in a large mermaid county with a population of around 3,000. I grew up in a quite large family. It was me, my three brothers, and four sisters, our mother, our father, and our grandparents. We all lived on a large farm where we mostly grew seagrass, algae, and corals. As the one of the few and the biggest farm in the community, we made sure to grow food that would feed the entire community. It made us a pretty rich family and gave us a lot of power, but just because we were rich, that doesn't mean we had it easy growing up. Our father made us do hard work every day whilst growing up. He told us that we had to learn to work hard if we ever wanted to succeed in life. Sure, he was strict and he made us work a lot, but he was a good man. He loved us and cared for us, and all of that hard work was worth it. He worked in the fields too. He worked so much and so long, I sometimes wondered how he hadn't gone mad yet. He was one of the best fathers I could have dreamed of. Growing up, I was so curious about everything, and I wanted to try and understand the world around me, not only how it worked, but also why things were what they were. One thing that really interested me was other life forms and creatures which lived in the ocean. One time, my mom came home from hunting and she brought with her a ton of fish. I took one of them and cut it open to see what was inside of it. My siblings thought it was very gross, and when one of them told mom, she was not happy at all. She yelled at me so much that night, telling me that fish are only for eating and nothing else. But that didn't stop me from doing it so many other times. And believe me, she only got more angry the more I did. remember I always wanted to study humans and learn more about them and their way of life. Oh, no, no. Not like I studied fish. I would never cut open a human. As children, we were told to keep far away from humans, and the other mermaids said that they were dangerous and brutal. I always doubted them. It all just sounded made up to me, and I'm pretty sure it was. Some might be, but I'm pretty sure not all humans are bad. I always wanted to be the first in our family to make contact with humans. When I told my parents this, though, they weren't happy. They scolded me hard and told me gruesome tales of humans killing mermaids by thousands, and that scared me for a bit. I was pretty sure they were nothing but tales, but they still scared me, and I really hope humans don't actually kill mermaids. Right? That's a relief to hear. Of course, I was certain you humans didn't kill mermaids. It's just good to be sure. Where are your family now? Mhm. Something happened which left me alone, and I'll tell you another time. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Well, what's it like on the surface, human? What was your life like before you got here? You grew up in a city? What is that? Okay, so if it's a collection of humans living in the same place, isn't that just a community? Well, what's the difference? Hmm. So, how many humans lived in this city? 500,000? But how in the world? I didn't know there were so many humans. That's a lot of farmers and fishers and what? Almost no one's a farmer or a fisher? But how do you guys feed yourselves? You seem pretty complex. This interests me a lot, but I want to know more about you as well. What did you do in this city? And what did you work as? University? What's that? That sounds so fascinating. A place where you can learn about almost anything you want. Oh, I wish our community had a university. What did you study? Being a doctor? Oh, I always wanted to become a doctor. Or, well, I wanted to be many things, but I am really interested in medicine and biology. I also wanted to help others in need. After all, we must help those who can't help themselves. You spoke to your father earlier today? What happened to him? Oh, the boat that disappeared. How long ago was that? Right, a week. I'm sorry about that. It's horrible to lose someone close to you. The oceans are large and sometimes very dangerous. I just hope that everything is going well with him. I think he. I can't tell humans. I mean, at this time of year, there are many storms, and it all depends on how well he can navigate the seas. I wouldn't know if he's alive or not. Um, did he have much experience in the ocean? So, sailor? That's cool. Well, then, if he was experienced, then there is still hope for him. Oh, I'm sorry for reminding you. I shouldn't have brought it up. The past can be painful sometimes. Are you finished eating now? Me too. It was good to finally eat with someone. Makes the experience just so much more enjoyable. And it was good to let you better open, not better. It was good to get to know you better and just open up. I almost can't speak right now. Well, I'm glad you feel the same way. I don't know why, I'm just nervous sometimes around humans. Yeah, I get all these words jumbled around my mouth. I should get back into the ocean and sleep now. I'm tired after hunting and making food all day. Is there anything else you need? Uh, you're cold. Um, I have no idea how to warm this place up for you. I'm sorry. I guess you'll just have to manage for now? A fire? Uh, what's that? It's hot. Okay. But what is it? Um, complicated? How do you get a fire? Make one. How? Dry wood and sticks. Hmm. There are some dead trees on the shores. I could probably get some dry wood from them, and then I'll be careful to keep them above the water when getting them back. All right. I have finally collected your sticks and some dry wood. And you can create a fire from this? This is interesting to me. I'm very excited to see what this fire thingy looks like. Wow. I don't know what to say. This is just fascinating. It's so warm and so comfortable in here now, and the fire, how it moves, and how it just, it's almost like magic. Actually, I think I will be sleeping here by the fire tonight instead of the ocean. That won't be a problem, right? Wonderful. Let me just move a little bit closer to you. I'm glad you're here with me. The small time you've been here has been wonderful, and I hope you stick around for a while. Yeah, you have to leave one day, but let's not think about that. For now, let's just enjoy the moment. It's still a bit cold, wouldn't you say so? Well, I just thought that, maybe we could um get closer and, like, I don't know, cuddle. You don't have to be shy about it, and it's entirely up to you. Perfect. Let me just get a bit closer, and then we can wrap arms around you like this. There we go. Just like that. It's so much better. Oh, I'm so tired right now. Let's sleep. What? You're not sleepy? Well, that's too bad then, because you're not leaving my arms anytime soon. Good night, lovely human.